first off. Now, sorry for the late reply. I was up very late last night working on some of the stuff behind the scenes, some alerts and stuff like that. So I'm a bit late getting back to you. But let's look here. XRP, ARB, Magic. We'll start here with XRP. Now, I did make a video on XRP, so I can run through that and show you my thoughts. Now, first thing, I'm just going to start on a yearly candle, right? I'm going to start here on a yearly chart. So this is technically a bullish pattern, right? Technically, this is a bullish pattern on a yearly, but there is a major sort of at this point, a failure to break above this previous high. Okay, so if you can see right here, now yearly highs are important. Okay, so yearly highs are important. So you can see here, this is a failure to break above this level, which is very important. But overall, this technically is a bullish pattern. So what it is saying is that this this bullish engulfing is negating this large red candle. Now, it hasn't happened yet. And I do suspect eventually there'll be more downside. You asked, did you ask? I think you're in a short term to medium term. Okay, so well, in longer term. Okay, I'll start with a longer term and then we can work our way in, because it is important to understand the longer term here. This is a bullish pattern, and essentially this should do something like this next year, right? This should continue to go higher. Right, I do think eventually we break out of the top of here, because this is on yearly highs, while other coins are at the bottom of their bear market. Okay, XRP is showing a great deal of relative strength. Yes, it is pushed up on news and all that sort of stuff, but that's okay. It is still showing relative strength. Many other coins are down 95% still, you know, or whatever, while XRP is up this much this year and looking very good. So I do think next year and into the bull market, this is going to continue higher and push up through these previous highs. Now, so next year, I would suggest the next year, right? Is it going to be this year? Possibly, but I also think next year is a good chance. Okay, I think price will come back down into this sort of area right there, into the center point of this candle. And I think that there will be a wick down here that might be a little bit higher, but I just want to show you where this is now. So I think next year that we'll do something like that. So at the start of next year, January, February, March, or whatever it is, maybe this will drop down. But it could drop. It could also drop this year down into this level. I think the center point of this bullish engulfing candle is going to be extremely important going forward. Now, if I take you back here. We'll go to a 3-day chart, right? So you can see here where this is, right? So that kind of means if you had bought on any of these areas down here, you would be sitting pretty, in theory. For me, I think now that XRP is broken out and very strong. Now, don't get me wrong, at some point when this moves up here, I think there's a failure or whatever, and it comes back down to this level before maybe working its way back up and moving out into the bull market. I think there will be one more opportunity to buy, probably down in this level below 60 cent, right? I think anything below 60 cent on XRP now is probably a gift moving into the bull market. Okay, so if we get that dip back down, I think that's great for accumulation. That would be a dip back into the moving averages here, as all these moving averages are now going to start curling down around underneath price, supporting price in the white 100 there. These moving averages are all coming around underneath price. So dips back in here can be very good and very strong and powerful. So you can see here, you know, if that price does eventually move back up here, let me just delete this for now. You can see here, this is almost rounding out, right? So if we do round out, there is a possibility of a target that this is a rounding bull pattern. This is a large bullish sort of rounding pattern, and if you do take a target from that, if the low here is in, which the chart is saying the low is in, I'll move that up to there. I'll not go to the very top. There's a bit of wicks there. It is saying that there's a possible target on XRP of up here. Okay, so that's at $3, between $3 and $3.50, right? That it's telling you that there's a possible target for XRP up here in the longer run. in the next bull market or whatever. Can we go higher than that? Well, who knows? But it is saying at this point there's a target there. Now, is there a coincidence that is exactly 10x from the bottom? That's not a coincidence. Coins love to do just 10x from the lows. If you check, I think it's CRV. I can't, off the top of my head, I can't think, but many coins almost do exactly 10x, because when it gets to that 10x mark, then people start to see it's moved 10x, and there's some selling coming into that. So I believe that this is a monster level. Like you can see there, it's exactly 10x, right? Exactly 10x. If you tweak that very, very slightly, it's exactly 10x to the target of this pattern. Okay. Now the pattern's not fully developed yet. I'm anticipating the pattern. But when you look at the yearly chart, when you look at the base, this base, the breakup, the pullback, the continuation, this looks like a breakup and a continuation base before going higher. So there's an element to say, you could actually put, let me find it here. You could even put Elliott wave on this. There's a 3 up there. Maybe we get a pullback, and there might even be a further target on XRP. Who knows? I know this is not the newest chart. I suppose I'll put it down there. I know there's a longer data on XRP, but if you look at this move here, this is the lead-in, a leading wave, and then it kind of moves up to 3 would be the largest wave, and that would be a move from here to here, and then you get the pullback, and maybe it comes back and maybe it hits the $4 there, stop hunts the previous highs, and then you get the pullback. The market cap will be huge up here. So yeah, that's the way I think XRP is going to play out. In the short term, I think it's probably mostly done. There is more upside, don't get me wrong. Look here, this is a very telling fact. The last time in a bear market, XRP did this. It had a huge candle up. It actually didn't even get much higher, but it did push up into the wick, right? It pushed up into the wick there before rolling back over to give you another buying opportunity. Okay, so it's important to remember that. Now, there's a video I would urge you to watch. I posted this video here today in our BTC channel here, BTC chat. This is a video here on XRP. So I strongly suggest you watch this. XRP have huge debt. They have 728 million that they need to pay back. And they're still going through different elements of the court case. I would urge you to watch that to give you a brief overview on the situation. So what I'm saying is, I do think that the upside is limited. This was already, as we talked about at the start of the video, it's a stop hunt of this previous high right here. Okay, so I think the move up here, whatever way then it chops about, I think it sells off. I think you get another buying opportunity down here. As we talked about, I think up here will be a distribution phase on XRP before the dip, and then into next year XRP can moon. So this video is pretty long at this point. I'll just cut this video off, and the next video should be shorter. I don't know where your post is now. I lost it here. Yeah, I'll make another video for you on ARB and Magic. Okay. I just posted here about our tool earlier. You can see how fantastic it was. Catch it. This was a little bit early there first, but you can see here in this recent drop yesterday, nailing all the lows here. So it's a fantastic tool. Now, if you want access to this tool when you're on your 3-day free trial, you can just send us a message, or you can send George a message here. He usually deals with that sort of stuff, so he can give you free access to our indicator to try it out. In case you missed that, I'm not sure if he even posted about this one, but yeah. I hope you're well, mate. Have a good weekend.